Some of the most sacred moments in ministry are the ones no one else sees. A pastor stands before a congregation, strong, hopeful, steady. And moments after shaking the last hand, he sits alone, wondering how much longer he can carry the weight.
A missionary family steps on a plane, once again, leaving behind people they love, carrying not just luggage, but questions and doubts none of them have shared aloud.
They give hope to others while quietly fighting battles within themselves.
Not because they lack faith, but because the calling of ministry can be hard.
Selah didn't begin as a strategy. It began as a burden.
In December of 2020, Selah was born out of a simple conviction. Ministry leaders need ministry too. And the need was too clear to ignore.
So we prayed with a conviction that Scripture still sufficiently meets the deepest struggles of the heart.
Pastors and missionaries often feel like they must stay strong for everyone else.
Selah exists to remind them that they don't have to walk alone or without answers. Since that first step, God continues to grow our team and extend our reach. And by God's grace, Selah has offered biblical counsel and given renewed hope to his servants across 28 states and 39 countries.
Every number represents a story. A pastor on the edge of burnout, a marriage under strain, a missionary searching for clarity, a missionary child wrestling with identity and acceptance. These and countless others are the stories we hear and respond to day after day with grace and truth.
As the world shifts politically and culturally, ministry leaders feel the weight. In our early years, nearly 70% of those reaching out to Selah were missionaries serving overseas. We didn't set that direction. We just simply walked with those who came. And by God's grace, many families remained on the field because they found help through Selah before quitting and walking away.
But more recently, we've seen a growing number of pastors and ministry leaders here in the United States reach out, revealing a quiet crisis much closer to home.
And as those voices have grown louder, so has the opportunity to care for hearts that have been quietly caring far more than anyone realized.
And we've learned to respond with compassion, meeting leaders where they are, listening deeply, and guiding them back to truth, whether across the ocean or here at home.
In the middle of that growing need, one of the most meaningful areas God has opened up for us has been our Soul Care initiative, helping leaders bring their hearts back under the authority of Scripture.
Soul Care isn't about stepping away from ministry. It's about returning to the heart of it.
Through conferences, retreats, and counseling, Selah creates sacred spaces where ministry leaders can slow down, breathe, and begin to heal.
We've watched pastors and missionaries rediscover hope. We've seen ministry families find joy again, not because their circumstances changed, but because their hearts were anchored again in truth.
Selah often works quietly, behind the scenes, through biblical counseling, missionary debriefings, soul care conferences, and intentional seasons of care where ministry leaders can slow down, reflect deeply, and begin to heal.
Some of that care happens virtually, some in person, and much of it takes place at the Selah property, a setting God has provided where counseling, debriefing, rest and renewal come together in a space designed for unhurried conversations and heartfelt reflection. We know Selah isn't just caring for individuals. We're caring for the countless lives connected to them.
We've seen God do more than we ever imagined, but we also see the growing need. More pastors and missionaries are reaching out than our current capacity allows us to serve.
Our desire is to expand the number of counselors in the spaces where soul care can happen, so that no ministry family has to wait or walk through hardship alone.
And that's where your partnership becomes so meaningful. Through prayer and through generous financial giving, you can help us extend biblical counseling, missionary debriefing, and seasons of restoration to those who desperately need it.
Your support helps place more counselors where most needed. It creates more opportunities for timely care and allows leaders to find help before they reach the breaking point.
The moments in ministry that most people never see are often the ones where your generosity makes the greatest difference. Would you pray with us? Would you partner with us? Would you help us bring biblical soul care to those who spend their lives serving others?
If you would like to stand with Selah in this mission, we invite you to visit our website, selah.international.org.
There, you can learn more about the work God is doing and partner with us through prayer and giving toward the expansion of biblical soul care for pastors and missionaries. Every counseling conversation, every moment of soul care is a reminder that God has not forgotten His servants.
There is still hope for the heart, still strength for the called, still rest for those who come to Him.
And through your prayers and partnership, that hope can reach even farther.
Sometimes the strongest leaders simply need a place to rest.
And sometimes the greatest ministry is helping them remember they are not alone.